what if everything you thought you knew about Beyonce isn't actually true? The video opens by pulling viewers straight into one of the internet's most debated celebrity mysteries. It doesn't start with proof, it starts with doubt. A simple question about her real age quickly turns into something much bigger, hinting at leaked documents, strange inconsistencies, and quiet industry secrets that were never meant to be noticed. The tone feels curious but uneasy, like something just doesn't add up. And before you can even settle on what's real, the narrative shifts, suggesting this might not just be a rumor, but a carefully hidden story waiting to be uncovered.
The story then zooms out, showing that age manipulation in Hollywood isn't rare. It's practically part of the game. Examples like Nelly adjusting his birth year and Whoopi Goldberg adding years to boost credibility make it clear that altering age can serve different purposes. Some do it to stay relevant, others to fit roles or expectations. This part feels almost reassuring at first, like maybe there's a reasonable explanation behind everything. But then the tone shifts again. Because while small changes are common, what's being suggested here isn't small at all, and that's where things start to feel different. The video dives deeper into the claim that Beyonce may have shaved years off her age, possibly as much as 7. A leaked document allegedly pointing to 1974 instead of 1981 becomes the center of attention, and suddenly the implications start stacking up fast. If true, it wouldn't just be a minor detail. It would rewrite timelines, relationships, and even key moments in her rise to fame. The narrator leans into the weight of that possibility, letting it linger just long enough to make viewers question everything they thought they knew. And just when it feels like there might be clarity, the situation takes another unexpected turn. Without warning, the narrative flips as quickly as it escalated. The same source that seemed to confirm the rumor suddenly pulls back, claiming the document was fake and reaffirming the official story. That sudden reversal doesn't calm things down. It does the opposite. It raises more questions than answers. Why release something like that in the first place? And why walk it back so quickly? The video leans into that uncertainty, letting suspicion grow naturally. Instead of closing the case, this moment opens it wider, setting the stage for something even more intriguing, because now the internet starts connecting dots on its own. As the video continues, attention shifts to subtle but telling moments from people close to the situation. When Gabrielle Union mentions being friends with Beyonce since their teenage years, it sounds harmless at first, but once timelines are compared, the math doesn't quite line up. Then comes another claim, from someone who insists they went to high school with her, creating yet another inconsistency. None of these moments alone feel like proof, but together they start forming a pattern that's hard to ignore. And just as viewers begin piecing things together, the focus shifts again, this time even closer to home. The spotlight moves to family, where the most unexpected contradictions appear. Stories told by Tina Knowles about taking Beyonce to see Michael Jackson during a tour don't seem to match the official timeline. Then, Matthew Knowles adds another layer, describing her as being the same age as artists like Usher and Pink, which raises even more questions. These aren't random people making guesses. These are the people who were there from the beginning. And that's what makes it feel less like coincidence and more like something that doesn't quite fit together. At this point, the video shifts from questioning details to questioning the entire system. It introduces the idea that maybe this isn't just about age, but about image. In an industry shaped by powerful figures like L.A. Reid and Babyface, crafting the perfect star isn't unusual. The narrative hints that what the public sees might only be part of a larger, carefully managed story. Even her relationship with Jay-Z is briefly framed as something that could have been shaped for perception rather than reality. It's not presented as fact, but as a possibility that becomes harder to ignore the deeper you go. By the end, the video doesn't try to give a final answer, and that's what makes it stick. Instead, it lays out everything side by side, the official story, the contradictions, the rumors, and the patterns. It leaves viewers sitting with the question rather than resolving it. Maybe it's all just coincidence.
Small mistakes stretched into something bigger. Or maybe there's more beneath the surface than anyone expected. The final tone feels intentional, unsettling, but not definitive. Because if something as basic as age can be questioned this deeply, it naturally leads to one final thought. What else might not be exactly what it seems?